Do you know what's really driving up prices in Canada right now? It's not just one thing, and it's more complex than just blaming the current government. But we need to look at the details. We've all seen the headlines. Inflation is hitting our wallets hard, but let's break it down. It's not enough to just say prices are rising. We need to ask which prices are rising the fastest. Is it primarily food, energy, housing, or a broad basket of goods and services? Some price increases are more concerning than others. What's the core inflation rate? That strips out volatile items like food and energy to give us a better sense of underlying price pressures. How does Canada's inflation rate compare to other developed countries right now? Is everyone experiencing similar pressures, or is Canada an outlier? The government and the Bank of Canada point to global factors: supply chain disruptions caused by the pandemic, the war in Ukraine driving up energy prices, and increased global demand as economies recover. These are certainly important, but are there domestic factors at play as well? Some economists argue that government spending during the pandemic, while necessary, may have contributed to increased demand and inflationary pressures. Others point to the tight labor market, with many businesses struggling to find workers, which can lead to higher wages and ultimately higher prices. And what about the Bank of Canada's monetary policy? Did they act quickly enough to raise interest rates and curb inflation? Interest rates have a huge impact in controlling the inflation. Are certain government policies, such as carbon taxes or regulations, adding to the cost of doing business and contributing to inflation? Understanding all these factors is crucial. What expectations do businesses and consumers have about future inflation? If people expect prices to keep rising, they may demand higher wages and raise prices themselves, creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. This gets very important. So what do you think is the biggest driver of inflation in Canada today? Is it primarily a global phenomenon, or are there domestic factors at play? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe for part 2 of our series, where we'll explore potential solutions to Canada's inflation problem.